Hey everyone, welcome to my new tutorial. Today I'm gonna teach you how to easily create pipes and curved objects in Blender, and to make it a little bit interesting, we're gonna create a little scene out of it like you can see right here. And I really hope you will enjoy this one, and if you do, please leave that like. And if you're new to the world of 3D and Blender and you want to learn in the most effective way, be sure to check out my courses too. I carefully designed them to take you from beginner skills through low-poly illustrations all the way to full character illustration, and with the new one you even get to learn the full textured environment. So if you're interested, please check out the link in the description. Now let's jump right into empty Blender file, and first of all let's select the light here, press X and delete, and I will leave the camera in place and actually use the default cube right now. So let's select it, press tab into the edit mode and press G, Z and 1 to move it 1 meter up so it sits on its origin point. And now we can rescale it a little bit, so let's press S, then Y to make it more narrow like this, then S, then X. And finally we're gonna select these vertices on top, press G then Z and move them down. So we are going to create a little AC unit here, so we get some playground and can create pipes around and cables and stuff like that. So first of all I will create an opening right here in the middle, and easiest way to do that is to use loop tools. So if you don't have it, please go into the preferences, add-ons and search for loop, and check the box right here where it says mesh loop tools. And while we're here, let's search for another add-on, and that's extra objects, and check the add mesh extra objects add-on too, and just close the preferences. We'll use that one later. So let's now press 3 for face select, or just click here, select the front face and press I to inset. Will create an opening. And to make this circular, first of all let's press Ctrl R to create a loop cut right here in the middle, and right click to release in place. And now Ctrl R again, let's click here and right click to release. And now we can easily create circle from this. So back to the face select, select these 4 faces, right click and loop tools and choose circle. And now we can just press S to scale this down, and we have this opening here in the middle, and we can press E to extrude. And sometimes I use this rather over Boolean operations, because this will produce cleaner mesh. And now we can hold Shift S, snap cursor to select it, tab out, and let's press Shift A and we'll add a circle to create a propeller. So let's go here and reduce to 24 vertices. Let's look from the front by pressing 1 on a numpad, then tab into the edit mode, press R, then X and 90. Confirm to rotate 90 degrees. And now we can hold Z, switch to wireframe view so we can see that opening, and press S and scale it down like this. And now press F to fill and I to inset like this. Now let's look closer a little bit, and now I will select these by holding Shift and leave every other 2 faces unselected, and now press X and delete them, and this will do nicely as a propeller. And if you want, you can make it a little bit more rounded around. So let's press 1 for vertex select, select everything here, hold Control and deselect here in the middle, and now we can deselect these as well. I'm still holding Control, and now press Control B then V, or Control Shift B, whatever you prefer, and create the bevel. And now we can increase the number of cuts with the mouse wheel like this. And now press A and E to extrude. And to make it a little bit more interesting, back to the face select, select the front face, inset and extrude. And now we can tab out, press G then Y and move this towards the front. Let's hold Z and switch back to the solid view, and this will serve nicely as a base for our scene. Now let's select the AC unit and go here in the modifiers panel, add the bevel modifier, increase the segments to something like 2. Let's reduce the amount quite a lot, and most important, switch angle to something like 45 so we don't get these bevels in the inside. And in the geometry section we'll switch from sharp to arc so we get nicer corners. And now let's collapse this and add another. Let's add subdivision modifier, and I think the angle wasn't enough because I still can see some unnecessary bevel here, so let's go to something like 50, and that's much better. So now in the subdivision we can increase to 2 levels of subdivision, right click and shade smooth, so we get this nice smooth box with the circular opening in the middle. And now just select this and shade auto smooth, no need to add bevels there. So the first set of pipes, I want to create like a grid here in front of the AC. So let's hold Shift S and snap cursor to select it, and let's press Shift A and we'll add a plane. Now let's press R, then X and 90 to rotate it. And now tap into the edit mode. Let's look from the top and press G, then Y and move it somewhere here. Now switch to the vertex select or press 1, press S then X and scale it down like this. Now let's look from the front, press S then Z and scale it down as well, somewhere here where the opening starts. And now we can go for edge select by pressing 2 or clicking here. Select these edges on the side by holding Shift. Let's look from the top by pressing 7 on a numpad and press E, then Y and extrude it like this. Now let's select these edges once again, press Ctrl B and just bevel them like this. You can increase the number of cuts with the mouse wheel and it will be great to have some more resolution in here, so something like this. And now depending how many of these bars you want to have here, let's press Ctrl R and increase the number with the mouse wheel to something like this, confirm and right click to release in place. And now let's hold Alt and Shift and select these loops on top and bottom as well. Press P to separate and separate selection. Now we can tab out, select the original object, press X and delete. We only need these new, edges. Now select them, right click and convert to curve. Now in the curve settings, we can easily locate geometry section and increase the bevel depth right here. You can hold Shift for smaller increments, and basically that's everything you need to create complex looking curves and pipes from a simple reused geometry. So now we can just right click, shade smooth, and we can move on. We have nice bars on our AC. Now let's create one pipe right here, so hold Shift and right click to move the cursor, and let's press Shift A, and now we are going to use that single vert. Now make sure you are in the vertex select mode or press 1 and press E then X and extrude it like this. And now we can look from the top by pressing 7 on a numpad, press E then Y, move here. And now from the side by pressing 3 on a numpad, E then Z and move it down. Now let's select these two vertices by holding Shift, and again we'll press Ctrl B then V or Ctrl Shift B and create the bevel like this. And now same as before, we can just tab out, right click and convert to curve and increase the bevel depth just like that. And for larger objects you may increase the resolution here to something like 6, but all in all this should work just fine. Or if you want it smooth, you can press Ctrl 1 to add subdivision modifier or just go here and add it manually. Now we can just right click and shade smooth and we have a nice pipe just like this. And now we'll create another set of pipes, and this time I will use a simple trick. So Shift and right click right here, and we'll press Shift A and add that single vert again. And let's look from the top by pressing 7 on a numpad and press E then X to extrude it like this, then E and Y and E and X again somewhere here. So now I want to bevel these. So let's press Ctrl B, then V and create the bevel. And now I want to have, two parallel pipes going around. And you might find it difficult to create that when you're creating them one by one, because the radius of the pipes, needs to be a little bit different when they're next to each other. But there is a simple trick you can avoid any problems. So let's press A and we can press E then Z to extrude this up. Now press A to select all, and we'll press Shift N to recalculate normals in case they're incorrect. That might cause some difficulties. And now I'll press Alt E and extrude faces along normals. And this way we get to create a shape like this. And now basically you are determining how far away from each other the curves will be, or rather where the center of these pipes is gonna go. So something like this looks just fine. You can help with holding Shift just like that. And now let's switch for face select by pressing 3, and we can click here, hold Control and add to the selection and basically delete everything here. So press X and delete vertices. And now we're only interested in these edge loops right here. We won't be using that mesh in any way. So let's press 2 for edge select, hold Alt and Shift and click here as well. And now we can press P and again separate the selection. Now we can tab out and delete the original object using X. And now we are left with these, and you can see the radius follows nicely. So now we can just finish the shape let's go back to the edit mode, press 1 for vertex select, select these two on the side, press 1 for a front view, press E then Z and move them down. And now just select both of those, press Ctrl B then V and bevel them as well. And now we can tab out, right click and convert to curve and increase the bevel depth. And as you can see, if you go really wide, you can see how nicely they touch and how nicely they follow their shape. So remember, if you need to, create a curved surface, if you need to create a curved edge next to each other, you can extrude the geometry along normals, then cut into it and separate these edges to create pipes very easily. So now we can hold Shift S and snap cursor to world origin, press Shift A, add a plane, scale it up to create a background. And now let's make these smooth as well. So I'll press Ctrl 1 to add that subdivision modifier and right click and shade smooth. And now let's press 0 on a numpad to enter that camera we left in place. And now we can just select the camera, press G then Z, move it up a little bit, press G and Z twice to move it closer. And now let's create some materials and lighting. And this will be very simple setup. So first of all, in the render settings, let's go to the cycles, enable GPU, and I will enable denoising as well and reduce samples to something like 512. And now I'll press Ctrl B and limit the render preview only to camera bounce, hold Z and preview rendered. And now let's press Shift A and we'll add an area light, press G then Z, move it up, and let's ramp this up to something like 250. And we can additionally move it on Y-axis so the light is not so direct. And we can press Shift D and hold and press Shift Z to move it on X and Y axis and place it a little bit below here to create a secondary area light behind, just like this. And now let's select the background and let's create a new material for the background, and I want this to be like violet or something, and I will increase the roughness. Now let's select the AC, let's make it lively and fun, so something yellow with a little bit of a lower roughness, something like this. And now for these bars, let's create a metallic material, so let's increase this and let's reduce the roughness a little bit, just like that. And let's use the same material here, though here we can duplicate it and go a little bit golden or something like that to make it interesting. And let's give some metal material to this as well. And yeah, basically that's it. Now we can just go to the world settings and add some, ambient lighting with some color here as well. And in the render settings and color management, we can increase the contrast setting and the exposure to create something interesting. So that's it for today's tutorial, and I really hope you enjoyed this one and that it will help you to easily use pipes and curves in your projects. So again, if you enjoyed it, please leave that like, and if you're new around here and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.